April the 5th. Good things ahead. And I read, Gunners. Gunners are the hyper-aggressive leaders who make things happen. I'm a gunner. I didn't realize it until my son described one of the gunners in his med school class. She is on a mission, man. She knows the answer to every question. She's always there, always early, and always focused. She hardly knows anyone's name in the class, but she knows every faculty member, and they all know her. We've all met gunners. Even now, you can think of someone who fits the name gunner. Advice to some of you: don't look in the mirror. You might see one looking back at you. If a gunner is to develop, mature, and become more balanced, it'll be in one of three ways. Number one, voluntarily engagement. Through intense, ruthless self-examination, they decide they don't want to be a gunner anymore. They surrender their ambition to God. They humble themselves. Number two, pattern of failure. People won't submit to being used or abused for long. Employees will leave, kids will stay away, and the gunner's spouse will find a life of their own, either in the marriage or in a new one. The solution is the same: surrender, selflessness, humility, and faith. And number three, harsh disciplines of reality. If multiple relational failures don't get the gunner attention, he's ultimately going to hit the wall. It will take a loving God to get him through. Same solution, but unnecessary pain for himself and those he loves. A friend put it this way: God starts with a whisper. If we don't listen, he loves us enough to yell. And if we still don't listen, look out, because he also loves us enough to get out the hammer. Question: are you a gunner? Your power source. Genesis chapter 1, verse 1 to 3 reads, In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was formless and void, and darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was moving over the surface of the waters. Then God said, Let there be light, and there was light. As you come to know Jesus according to the name Word, you came face to face with His creative and life-giving power. We don't often associate these attributes with Jesus. Somehow we have this notion that God created and ran everything for Himself, and then Jesus showed up centuries later. But this name places Jesus not only as an active participant in the creation process, but also as the very reason creation was made. He is the giver and the receiver of life. To apply these attributes of Jesus to your own life, you must first understand that this name animates life. By tapping into the Word, you tap into the source and purpose of life. One of the reasons more Christians don't see the movement of God in their life is that they won't allow Jesus to carry out what He accomplished. Jesus is the light of life, but His thoughts, perspective, heart, and intentions must be made to bear on your thoughts, perspective, heart, and intentions. The Word is God incarnated. The Word is life. The Word is light. Like oxygen to your lungs and cells in the body, the Word has all we need to live our life abundantly. Only in the intentional, ongoing pursuit of His presence, purpose, power, and perspective through abiding in His written Word, the Bible, and with His Spirit will you experience the fullness of life you desire. Pursue intimacy with Jesus through His Word, and you'll get life as part of the package. John chapter 17, verse 3. Because from the beginning, Jesus has been the life, light, and living manifestation of deity who sits over all, orders all, and holds all of life together. As you go about your day, think of Jesus not only as your power source, but as the one who holds your life together. And I pray. Jesus, impress upon me your thoughts, perspective, heart, and intentions. These aren't merely words. These are characteristics and powers of the Word I have access to. Amen.